See shadow, it's all I know. Tell me now, where did you go? I lost the light, losing your eyes. I come you down, let it shine. I see shadow, it's all I know. Tell me now, where did you go? You go.
Hello Leo, welcome to your May 1st through the 15th reading. I am Princess India. If you are new, if you are family, welcome back, my friend. So here's the dealio. This just happened with Libra, and it happened with you guys, so we're just gonna go with it, you know? I'm pretty good with the hands, you know? So usually cards don't fall out, but 3 cards fell out for you guys. 3 is one of my favorite numbers. But it was the High Priestess, the 3 of Swords, and the Moon in reverse. So, I'm looking at this as, you know, giving me insight into your reading, I guess, you know? But what I would say is, there's a need to attune to your intuition, right? But I really feel like I feel attuning to it is going to soften the blow a bit. But whether this has happened already or it's about to happen by the time you watch this, y'all already know what's up, right? I feel like there's a disappointment, or a heartbreak, literally. You know what I mean? And it's really like betrayal is the word I really want to say. And I feel like there's been a nagging feeling as if there was more going on. But I think it was a feeling of not wanting to admit that, or thinking that, you know, you're just kind of tripping, or, you know, overthinking it or whatever. But I feel like whatever this is going to become very clear. But the positive thing that I'm seeing about this is that it's like a catalyst, right? Because part of me feels an energy like trying to run from something. So it's almost like something happened, like you guys have been in this position prior to now, right? Like within the last couple of months, something triggered you and caused, you know, these fears and anxious energies to come up to the surface, right? But to not deal with that, I feel like you guys moved to whatever this particular situation is, right? And then this situation, it was something that was kind of telling you something was off, and I feel like that's being revealed. But it's that revelation is going to act as a catalyst to make you face what it is that almost came up, because it's like shadow work kind of stuff, like old wounds and things of the sort. But it's whatever you guys sidestepped, you know, in the recent past, it's like it's coming back around, and the reason why that's happening is because it needs to be dealt with. So it's kind of like one of those situations where, and this is something my friends will joke about a lot, is like with karmic relationships, right? First of all relationships are karmic, like all of them. Romantic, friendships, family, whatever. You learn lessons from everybody and their mama, right? But we always joke about sidestepping a karmic lesson. It's like, I could tell I like this person a little too much, so 9 times out of 10, this is a karmic lesson. Can I opt out, right? But the thing is, you can't, because the lesson has nothing to do with the person and everything to do with you and your soul experience. So the thing is that you can leave a person prior to learning the lesson, but because the lesson needs to be learned for your highest good, you're just going to find it with another person, because it's not something you would actually want to sidestep. You know what I'm saying? Through suffering, we grow is the most important thing. But I feel like whatever it is, like you guys kind of felt it was something else going on here. But I feel like, you know, it was one of those situations where you were trying to use this to avoid something that needed to be faced, but now it's going to have to be faced. But that's not like an ominous warning or anything, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's good, you know? It's something that needs to be faced for your highest good. So anywho, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading for the first 2 weeks of May. And we're going to be looking at you as well as your person of interest and the energies between you all. If you are cross-watching this video for Leo, you're probably going to resonate more on the side over here, which is for my Leos that are subscribed to me. And the Leo that you're cross-watching for, that probably isn't subscribed to me, it's going to be over here where Leo's person of interest is. So we are going to ask Spirit to give us clear and direct guidance for Leos for the 1st through the 15th of May. Please, Spirit, anything they need to know, anything of utmost importance, I ask that come to the forefront in this reading, please, Spirit, and give me the ability to offer clear and concise messages for the overall highest good of my Leos. And I thank you in advance, Spirit. So let's see, because I know you're good for it. Sorry. All right, energy between Leo and their person of interest. We have the World card. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. Interesting. Whew, all right. Yeah, you really got to tap into your intuition. It's, okay. This is a very big wrap-up cycle in you guys' life. Like, this is the energy I've been feeling a lot. And just like I said with Libra, I feel like this has a lot to do with the Pluto and retrograde. This is literally a life-altering transformation that is in the works for you guys, and life-altering in the best way, right? Because if we look at this like super higher spiritual ideal, everyone is being shifted to get to where it is that they need to be. Regardless of what level you are on, it's like people need to find their person, people need to find their tribe. So everything is shifting to get people to where they need to be, right? So a lot of us, of course, have kept some little baggage with us. We're able to like sneak some stuff, you know, past security, the Archangel TSA, if you will, you know. We were able to sneak some things past, but now, again, like I was saying before, for your highest good is why all of these shakeups and breakups and exposing and all this energy we got going on, that's why that's happening. Because something I've seen consistently all the way up to you guys is a great deal of self-denial. It's self-imprisonment. It's like you don't have to be here, but you're here because it's safe or it's comfortable. And that's the same thing I'm seeing. What lies on the other side of whatever it is that you guys are trying to falsely imprison yourself with is so much grander and so much more powerful and so much more in alignment and fulfilling than what it is that you guys are settling for now. Because with the 8 of Swords, I'm seeing this is still being trapped in a headspace and refusing to deal with emotions, right? And I'm pretty practical about things. So the thing I'm going to say is like, hey, if you don't want to face it, it's like, you know, the opportunity is going to keep coming up. You can keep choosing not to, but you're not going to go anywhere. Because a lot of us think that, or hope that maybe there's a way around things, you know. But it's like, if you are being called to descend into the primordial pond of your existence, you know, I got to be all extra with it, and pretty much face your shadow, or, you know, these unhealed wounds, or for whatever reason it is that you're terrified or just not about that emotional life, you know what I'm saying? It's like there will be, this karma will follow you, like I was saying. Whether it's through friendships, jobs, whatever, until you decide to take this path of emotions, you will remain trapped here. And decades can pass you by and you'll still be here. And that's not anyone's fault but our own, right? Because we have the choice whether or not we choose to challenge ourselves and step outside of our comfort zone. Listen to a Taurus telling you that. Ha! Ha! Bump a comfort zone. That's what I'm telling myself, to get out of my comfort zone. It's very comfy over here. But anyway, it's going to be very fulfilling in the fact that it's a major completion and you start an entirely new cycle with an entirely new mind frame and perspective on life, right? So first card we have for Leos, well, the Death card. Transformation. Well, hot damn. 6 of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. That is so interesting. Man. We have the Queen of Cups. Leo, this is you with your emotions. It's in a nice little trophy that says Leo is the MVP. You know what I'm saying? Leo is savage. Leo is the bomb.com. But you're not opening it though. You're like, we'll just keep this over here on the mantle. Then we have the Eight of Cups. Man, everything is telling you to go, run, move forward. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I already see where this is going. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Queen of Wands. That is you, my dear. Powerful. So here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. The greatest gift that you could give to yourself, this Pluto retrograde, is to allow this transformation to occur, right? Man, I'm thinking about one of my homegirls right now. We have this running joke. It's very inappropriate. We are working on, me and my spiritual tribe, my little inner circle. We're working on, shattering our fears and stepping outside of our comfort zone, right? So I have this thing that I came up with because I'm very inappropriate. And it's, screw fear in the butt, no KY, right? So anytime one of us is struggling with something, or we find that our blockage has been our fear, we just text each other, no KY, right? So I'm telling you right now, Leo, no KY. That was me censoring it. Y'all know I cuss. I cuss a lot. I like cussing. It makes my mouth feel peppery. But anyway, moving right along. But with you guys, it's more or less needing to allow whatever it is that you're avoiding to happen. You know what I mean? It's like, no KY. Straight up. And it's moving forward from this. It's releasing yourself from this prison. Because the thing that I feel like you guys have been combating against, because I feel like it's almost like a hamster wheel. Man, this is heavy. It's like a hamster wheel, but it's a hamster wheel that you have put yourself on, and it's a hamster wheel you're refusing to get off of. Because the thing is, I feel like it's the desire to accomplish everything it is that you want to accomplish, or have the things that you want, but not do this emotion thing, right? But there's only one way out of the prison, and it's through your emotions. So like I said before, and this is going to sound repetitive, but it's like, if you don't want to do that, then this is your destiny. And then that would be your choosing, right? Because it's like you have, and it makes me think of my energy deck, the card, the garden, and the gate. It's like you are locked in this gate, but the key is around your neck. So you're not there because anyone put you there. You're not there because life dealt you a bad hand. At any moment, you can take the key from around your neck and unlock the gate and move forward, but you're just electing not to. So the thing that I'm seeing is, even when it comes to your finances, I feel like anything you've been trying to move forward with, it's intricately related to this blockage in emotions. So it's like this blockage is what's blocking everything else. So it's almost what it's saying to me, and going back to this moon card in reverse, if you dive into the depths of these emotions that you've been avoiding or trying to keep at a distance from you, that's your key, right? That's going to be the liberation factor. That's going to be the thing that gets you in alignment with everything it is that you're wanting, right? Or that you're desiring in your life right now. Because I do see financial troubles here, but it's like, it's like playing hide and seek with yourself. Like, we know what the problem is, right? But with the Seven of Cups, I'm seeing it's even wanting to put the problem on other stuff. Like, it's always thinking it's something else, or allowing yourself to believe that it's something else, as if these are all different blockages, because it's like, oh my gosh, I want these things, but I can't have them because of X, Y, Z. And it's like, nah, thank you, Spirit. It's this is interesting. The reason why your emotions are the key is because you guys have the tools, the know-how, and the ability to manifest. And I even feel like, if we were to put this in really tangible 3D terms, like even education, right? You have the potential to step into this role or situation, circumstance, whatever it is that you guys want to step into, right? But the reason why it's not manifesting, and this, of course, I don't know why this is like so much sounding like life. I mean, you know, even in love, it could be the same difference. But the whole thing is here, the reason why it seems that you're hitting a glass ceiling is because it's like baking a cake and there's one missing ingredient. And that's the reason why no matter how much you mix it or you bake it and it's still not coming out right, it's because the most important ingredient that binds everything together is the thing that you're blocking yourself away from, and that's emotions, right? So it's more or less, this water is like, you know, the life quenching water from, what do you call that thing? The fountain, what is that? The life fountain, fountain of life, fountain of youth, right? It's like water from that fountain. You know what I'm saying? It gives life to dead things. It resurrects dead things. Like, it's miracle water in so many words. Hashtag Peter Popoff. Okay. Only a few people gonna get that. Anyway, but yeah, but that's the whole thing. So it's having everything that you need, your entire arsenal. But the thing that is blocking you is this emotional thing, because that is the key ingredient of manifestation, right? It's your energy and motion. So you can visualize all day, because you guys spend a lot of time in your head. So you can visualize all day. You can know all the right answers. You can know a lot of things. But if you don't put the secret ingredient of emotions into that, so, and I've told this to some other sign before, it's like when you're doing guided visualization or just visualizing while you're doing meditation, it's neither here nor there if you don't allow yourself to be consumed by the emotions of what it is you're trying to manifest. So if it's the ideal partner, you allow yourself to feel what it's going to feel like to be in that person's arms, to look them in the eyes, and what it's going to be like to, you know, what you're going to feel walking down the aisle and seeing your friends and family and blah, blah, blah. Allowing yourself to feel those emotions, that's that igniting factor. That's what starts to bring things in, because it's a frequency that you're radiating, right? So having that locked off, you can look at it almost as like brackish water, right? So if you think about, I don't know, like, you know how clothes get mildewed and stuff? It's like having mildewed emotional water in this cup, right? There's no oxygen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to let your emotions out. You have to release whatever it is you guys have been packing down and allow that to more or less proverbially baptize you into this new way of being, right? And I feel like every emotional upset that you guys have had past tense, if you allow yourself to do this, I really feel you guys are going to move forward and your life is going to look so vastly different than you have ever known. It's just more or less, and we've talked about baggage this month as well. A lot of the baggage you guys have been holding is like pent up down, old, stagnated, moldy, mildewy, emotional water. And whatever this triggering event is, whatever emotions those brought up, those are emotions that need to come up to be processed. Now, again, we have the Queen of Cups here. Y'all know that's my therapist card. In the event that this is a little too difficult to deal with on your own, or you feel like you can't move past all of the feelings or, you know, different thought processes, like you've tried to do it on your own and you can't, it is time to reach out to your local friendly neighborhood therapist. If you're in the New Orleans area, holla at your girl. I'm just saying. Anyway, so with our Queen of Wands, this is what you guys have the ability to step into. This is your true essence. This is your true nature. This is who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's that wifey, hubby figure. You know what I'm saying? It's a person who's extremely creative. Everything they touch turns to gold. They're like walking freaking sunshine in this piece. You know what I'm saying? Choose wisely, Leo. Otherwise, I'll be looking for you. First card for your person of interest. How wonderful. The Seven of Swords. How appropriate. Then we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, man. This is just getting better by the moment. Is it not? We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Oh, my God. And we have the Emperor. Okay. Well, you know, that thing I was talking about coming to light and what's not, or whatever. So we got a sneaky, cheating, lying person on our hands here. And I feel like that's going to become very clear to you guys. So if we put this all into context and sum this all up into narrative form, including the cards that fell out before, I would say this would be leaving one relationship, right? Something being triggered, leaving that, not wanting to process it, right? And that's not really anything to do with the person, because remember, the karmic lessons are for ourselves. Moving on to another situation. And then, I mean, it could be something similar or not, right? But it's being triggered yet again, sensing in your intuition, like feeling within yourself something is wrong, but not really wanting to go down that route. So it's just like denial. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to deal with it, right? But I feel like the truth has come out about this person. And I feel what it is that this person, I would have to say it's like leading you on, right? For some of you guys, this person is actually married and didn't tell you that they were married, right? And I feel like it's more or less looking to me, and this is a very specific scenario, this isn't for everyone, but I feel like this enlightenment or, awareness came not just on you guys' end, it's more or less the other person, like the person's partner, right? Like for those that are married, it's like the person's spouse or living partner or what have you found out that the person was cheating, right? And that's the reason why communication has been blocked between you guys and there isn't a new beginning. So I feel like this person led you on in the sense that they were promising a future with you. They were promising a future with you. They were promising, whatever it is. Like, I feel like you guys thought that this was going to go somewhere with them, but they left out the fact that they were in a partnership or marriage and that, you were the person on the outside or whatever. So they're not going to be offering a new beginning. They're not going to be committing. And I feel like they're going to be blocking communication. And the reason why they're blocking communication is to keep their household intact, right? Like to stay in control of that situation. Now that's for some of you. For others of you, I feel, and this actually isn't that bad. For others of you, the specific scenario I'm seeing, yet another specific scenario, would be that this person has had an epiphany that they've been the source of their own problems. So them still being sneaky, cheating, lying, but thinking that they were getting away with stuff. But here's the funny part. Them thinking that they're getting away with stuff, everybody else around them knew that they weren't getting away with stuff, but they thought they was. You know what I'm saying? They were so sure. But everybody was like, you see dude running away with the swords like we don't see them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're just coming to the awareness of, oh, everybody sees me, right? Now, I feel like with them, this has triggered in them the desire to do personal work, right? Because I feel like for this person, it was more or less a self-protection mechanism, right? Where, manipulation is never okay, but I see it more or less as this person's defense or, the evasiveness or aloofness or never really being honest about or clear or direct about their intentions or what they were doing or what their motives were. I feel like that was a self-protection thing for them, but I feel like this person has recently come into the awareness of how that's been holding them back and how that's actually been keeping people away from them. And what this very well could be is one of those circumstances where, a person ends up alone. Like, you do something for so long and then one day you wake up and it makes me think of that song by Jeff Buckley. What is it? Lover, you should have come over, right? Much too blind to see the damage he's done, and sometimes a man must awake and find that really he has no one. it's a situation like that. It's like this person has done this for so long and it's worked for them, but they don't realize that they've burned bridges in the process. So it's like kind of like one day waking up and looking around you and seeing that you're actually alone because this means of trying to protect yourself from harm has harmed so many others. And I think it's them finally coming to and seeing the damage that they've caused to other people and that they are by themselves. So now it's more or less them seeing that. I think they like put it onto other people, like thinking it was other people's fault, like a projection type of thing. And now it's like them seeing like, yo, I see how I, kind of distance myself from everyone else, or how I made myself the opposing force to other people. And whereas they're thinking that they're getting away with something or protecting themselves, it's like they more or less put themselves in a position to be rejected by other people. You know what I'm saying? When they thought they were doing the rejecting, it was actually other people were rejecting them because of this sneaky, cheating, lying behavior or whatever. But I don't really feel like for them that it was malicious per se, But I feel like it's because a disappointment happened here. So I don't know for them. I don't think this is somebody, y'all. Maybe if this is somebody past tense or something, or because family members been coming up in this. I don't really feel like you and this person are like the first person I was talking about with the marriage thing. I feel like that person may be connected to these Leos. But this person, I don't really feel that y'all know each other. I don't think you're dating them, at least. This may be somebody that's in your life, but I don't feel that you guys are like dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this person has experienced a very similar disappointment to what Leo or the cross watcher experienced, right? But this was a wake-up call for them. But I feel like they're taking the sign of like, oh, that's why this is happening, So now it's like this whole thing of them kind of isolating themselves, but in a good way. So it's like, so this may be somebody that's coming in for y'all. That's interesting. That's never happened before. I'm seeing two totally different storylines in the same cards. But I feel like with this particular person, it's like, I feel like they're isolating themselves from people now because it's like they need to reconfigure themselves. Like they need to figure out who they are and what they really want, because the way that they've been relating to people for a very long time is through a false persona. You know what I mean? So this is like the ultimate mirror moment for this person. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like them going forward. What their goal is like halting and trying to find their strength within self, like their authentic self. Like, who am I? What am I doing? What do I want? What is it that I'm trying to build? So I feel like this person is establishing like a foundation for themselves. So it's like personal work in so many words. But this is so interesting. I really do feel like this is a new person, Leo, and I'm very excited about it. Because them trying to build themselves into the emperor, that's always nice. You know what I'm saying? It's very nice. Oh my goodness. And then I think for others of you, if this is a person that you were dating, that's the only way I could see y'all being connected. And I'm saying dating meaning like you went on one date with this person and all of a sudden they just disappeared on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you never heard from them again. I think it's because that same scenario. It's some disappointment, and I feel like for them it's more or less through like a work situation or something. But it was them having this epiphany of how they have been like the major factor in their own demise, I guess. And it's like, and they now are trying to work on themselves in so many words. But either way that it goes, except for that very first person with this whole, finding out that they're married thing, these other two people, I dig this. I like that. I like a person who works on themselves that can admit their fault and take personal accountability. That's the kind of person I'm talking about here now, Leo? I like them. Okay? I forgot who else it was that had somebody else that came in this month. But I like them. I'm gonna look more into them on Vimeo. I like that. Personal work. And it's like, I'm not even gonna date. Because I'm figuring me out, so I'm not dating anyone right now. See that? I like that. I like that a lot. They ain't taking no offers. I need to focus on me. I need to find my stability. I need to find my strength and my drive. Yes. I like this dude or this chick. I'm co-signing this. But I'm going to look more into them on Vimeo as well as this other person. Because this marriage person, Lord have mercy. And then I'm going to do, every time new people come up on Vimeo, what I do is I get characteristics of them. So for those of you, if like this is a person you went on one date with that kind of just disappeared, I'm going to pull some of my initial cards and then my description cards as well to see if, we're talking about the same person. And then for those of you who are single, who haven't met someone yet, I'm going to pick up some characteristics for them to kind of give you a heads up, you know what I'm saying? So in the event it's that dude or that chick from the office, to comb your hair that day. I'm just saying. But anyway, this is the Dice of Resonance. Man, I like that. I done got in my feelings. Anyway, I could have made a joke there, but I'm not because I love you. The Dice of Resonance is 12 zodiac signs, 2 clarifying die to let you know the role the person plays in your life, as well as if it's the sun, moon, or rising. You also have the opportunity to ask a yes or no question. In the event that you want to do that, pause me now. Formulate that question, and when you're ready to ask it, unpause me for your answer. I do not interpret these. I just toss them out, and however they resonate, they resonate. Dagnabbit son of a gun. So let's see what's cracking. We have the X. Yes, in a few months is the answer to your question. We have the, Mars. The Mars are the male symbol, right? Then we have Gemini, and then we have Pisces. So Gemini, Pisces, and Mars or male in a few months, and the X. So whatever that means to you, my dear. But now we're going to go over to the Lurkers Lounge on good old Vimeo. If you are about that life, meet me over there. If not, I will see you guys sooner than later, and I love your freaking face. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot or whatever. But, deuces. I wanted to say something else there, but I don't know what. Leo, it's been 31 minutes, and I've been talking way too much. Okay, I'm going to stop.
Energy, about to get in and fuck up the industry.